I never expected it to happen this way. It all started with a conversation that wasn't really a conversation, more like a list. Her list. A list of reasons why she couldn't, or rather wouldn't, be intimate with me anymore. The reasons varied: stress, tiredness, not in the mood, but at the core, it was all the same. I wasn't enough. And at that moment, something inside me snapped. For years, I'd been patient, understanding, supportive. I'd given her the space to grow, the time to work on herself, and the emotional support to deal with whatever challenges life threw at us. But when your partner stops meeting you halfway, when they start listing off excuses instead of finding solutions, it changes the game. So, I gave her 10 consequences instead. It started one evening when I came home from work, tired, worn out from the day. I expected the usual greeting, a smile, a kiss, maybe a little laughter. What I didn't expect was the cold silence that greeted me at the door. When I walked in, she was sitting at the kitchen table, a list in front of her. Her expression was serious, more serious than I'd ever seen it. She didn't even look up as I entered the room. "Here," she said, sliding the list towards me without a word. I glanced down, reading the first bullet point: "I'm too tired for intimacy." Then came, "I don't feel connected emotionally. I don't like the way you talk to me lately. And you're always too busy for us." Each reason was more cutting than the last. By the time I finished reading, I felt smaller than I had in years. I don't know what made me stay calm, but I did. "What's this?" I asked. She looked up, almost surprised that I hadn't reacted. "I've been thinking about it. I've just lost interest in being intimate with you. It's not you, it's me. It's just that I have all these things on my mind, and I can't feel connected to you anymore." I wanted to say so much, to fight back, to tell her how much I had given up, how much I had sacrificed for this relationship, but something inside me said, "Don't yell, don't beg." I had learned that lesson the hard way. Instead, I took a deep breath and said, "Okay. But if you're not going to give me intimacy, I'm not going to give you excuses anymore." She raised an eyebrow. "What do you mean?" And that's when it all started. I didn't think it through. It wasn't planned. But when I said it, I meant it. "I'm going to give you 10 consequences," I said, watching her face shift from confusion to something else. Curiosity, maybe a bit of disbelief. "If you don't want intimacy, fine. But you're going to have to live with the consequences of that choice." She sat back, folding her arms. "Consequences? For what?" "For not being willing to meet me halfway," I replied. "For turning a blind eye to the person who's standing right in front of you. For treating me like an afterthought." She laughed, but it wasn't a happy laugh. It was a defensive one. "You're joking, right?" "No," I said, my voice steady. "I'm serious. You say you're too tired, too busy, or not in the mood, and that's fine. But I won't keep pretending that I don't feel the distance growing between us. I won't stay silent while you treat me like I'm invisible." She opened her mouth to respond, but I raised my hand. "Let me finish. Here are your 10 consequences." I took a deep breath and began. "No more favors. If you don't want to give me intimacy, you won't get my emotional labor anymore. I won't be there for every little thing if I'm not getting the same energy in return. Your friends get more of my time than you do. I'll stop skipping important events with my friends for you. Your priorities won't be my priorities if mine aren't important to you. Physical distance. No more hugs, no more kisses, no more cuddles if you're not interested in being close. I'll keep my distance too. Emotional distance. I won't pour myself into conversations if you can't do the same. I'll stop listening if you're not going to hear me out. Quality time is off the table. If you won't spend time with me, I won't keep asking. No more bending over backward. I won't sacrifice my time, my energy, and my heart for someone who's checked out. No more pretending. I won't keep pretending everything is fine when it's not. I won't hide my frustrations just to keep the peace. No more making excuses for you. I won't defend your behavior anymore. You'll have to face the consequences of your choices. I stop putting in all the work. I won't work to fix things if you're not willing to work with me. I stop waiting for you to change. I won't keep hoping you'll come around. If you don't want to be with me, then I'll start making my own future without you." There it was. Her reaction was everything I expected. She stared at me in disbelief, then laughed. "You really think that's going to make me want you more?" I looked her in the eye, calm but unyielding. "No, it's not about making you want me more. It's about showing you what happens when you treat me like I'm invisible. It's about showing you the cost of taking me for granted." For a moment, there was silence. Then she stood up, pacing the room, clearly rattled by my response. I didn't think you'd do this. I didn't think you'd actually give me consequences. I thought you'd just accept it. I'm not going to accept it anymore, I said, standing up as well. And neither should you. You wanted freedom. Well, this is it. But freedom comes with consequences, Claire. You're not the only one who has needs. I need respect. I need connection. She stopped pacing, and for the first time, I saw something in her eyes that I hadn't seen in a long time. Guilt. Maybe I've been taking you for granted, she said quietly. Maybe, I said, but it's not too late to change. We didn't talk much after that night. Things didn't magically improve overnight, but something had shifted. Claire had seen that I wasn't willing to settle for the scraps of her attention, that I was finally valuing myself enough to demand what I deserved. Maybe she would change, maybe she wouldn't, but I was done waiting for her to decide. The consequences had been set. The ball was in her court.